are set for varsity action as you hear the roar in the background for the Gate City Blue Devil varsity team who has just come out from the locker room. A very exciting JV contest. Gate City rolling over Keokee 102-38.
We hope the varsity contest is just as successful for the Gate City teams as the other night Castlewood and Gate City engaged in a terrific battle of two of the best teams of Southwest Virginia. And tonight Gate City looking to keep on rolling with that momentum. Expect to see probably the starting lineup would be Kevin Moose Morris, Chris Shelton, Jason Hensley, Rusty Pendleton, and Arthur Ferguson. As the team breaks the huddle, and we're going to be set for basketball.
It's going to be exciting here tonight in Gate City. Gate City looking to go to 2-0 on the young season.
Jumping for Gate City will be number 54, Chris Shelton, and for Keokee, number 24, Jimmy Woodward.
And we're just about set for action here in Gate City. 8-minute quarters as the officials are set. Chris Shelton, and he loses the jump.
Good jumping by Woodard as Keokee brings the ball down. Number 20 looks to be the point guard as Willie Maggard. Maggard drives inside as shot may have been deflected by Shelton.
And Pendleton trying to hit the fast breaking off the Ferguson, missed the pass, and it will be out of bounds to Keokee.
I think his vision may have been deterred to the referee going down court, but nonetheless, good job of defense by Gate City. Keokee has the ball now as Morris comes out to meet Maggard. Quickly over to number 24, Woodard. Maggard back to number 15, Richardson. 44, Phillips, and back to number 24 as he puts the shots up, no good. Richardson, shot deflected.
Now here to Arthur Ferguson on the fast break. Ferguson takes it up and in for two.
We're right past the defender. Great job by Arthur Ferguson. Willie Maggard bringing the ball up the court, the point guard for Keokee. Looks to go inside. Morris comes over and covers him. To number 15, Richardson. Scott Richardson being hounded by Ferguson. Richardson going to take it inside. And Shelton there to alter the shot.
Ferguson quickly down here to Hensley. Hensley has Pendleton on his right side. Takes it up and in for two.
3 men on the fast break. 3-on-1 break that time. Referee blows the whistle to retain the ball. Quickly score 4-0. Gate City out of the stalls fast. Number 20, Maggard bringing it up court for Keokee. Pendleton comes up with the loose ball.
And now here's Arthur Ferguson wide open. Takes it up and in for two.
Can't give Gate City those easy shots. No way.
Already Gate City on top 6-0.
Gate City, good pressure defense as Maggard bounces it off of the foot of Hensley. It'll still be Keokee ball. Inbounding will be number 15, Scott Richardson for the Mountaineers. Gate City doing a good job with defense thus far. Number 24 going to take a long shot, and it's good. Number 24 is Jimmy Woodard as he strips him from outside.
Ferguson into Hensley, quickly down to Moose Morris. Morris behind the three-point line, shoots it, give it to him.
You cannot leave Moose Morris alone or he will eat you up alive out there. No way. Keokee trying to get the ball down again, and Morris there, good defense.
Quickly to Ferguson again. Ferguson has Morris on his left, and it is knocked away from him.
Good defense by Maggard as he comes up court, and Ferguson comes back in and returns the favor.
Now here's Hensley. Hensley has Shelton on his right side, passes off to Shelton. Shelton takes it up, shoots, blocks. Shelton gets his own rebound, shoots again, and it's in there for two.
There you see how much Chris Shelton has improved over last year. He got the second shot and quickly up with it. Number 15, Richardson, trying to penetrate Gate City's defense. Gets it up to number 24, Woodard, and stolen by Morris.
Morris quickly down the court again. Another fast break opportunity, and Morris is fouled, and the shot will not fall. Morris will go to the line for a two-shot opportunity.
Gate City quickly out of the blocks into an 11-2 lead, 5:39 left in the first quarter of action.
Excuse me, PJ, for butting in on you there.
Right.
This is Gate City's brand of basketball. The fast break up the court in about 3 seconds and put it in the hoop.
Vintage LA Laker type showtime. Basketball, Kevin Moose Morris at the line, shooting two.
Morris eyes the goal. His first shot is up and off. An unusual miss for Moose Morris.
Kevin very sound fundamentally. Good passing, dribbling, shooting. Just a very sound player.
Morris again set to shoot. Eyes the mark, shoots. And this time it's bottom.
So Gate City goes up 12-2. Keokee again trying to penetrate Gate City. Good defense. And
Morris.
A foul call on Morris. Pushing foul as Maggard drove around him. Keokee will take the ball on the slide out. Inbounding will be number 15, Scott Richardson. And referee gives him the ball. Quickly, Maggard driving to the goal as he is altered and strips it away from Hensley.
It's a 3-on-1 break. Shelton retrieves quickly for Gate City. Pass off to number 32. The shot is up. No good. Ball is loose, and Shelton comes up with it. Quick pass down here to Hensley. Hensley is going to take it up and in.
Good hesitation by Jason Hensley. Throws the defender from a moment. Hensley burned him. Quick pass up to Maggard. Maggard around the three-point line. Holds back, being guarded by Morris. Quickly over to number 15, Richardson. Richardson's long bomb, no good. Shelton tips it out, number 32. There for the put-in, that is Ronnie Kelly, the center.
Line violation on Gate C on the inbound play. That will bring the basketball back. Gate C on top by 10, 14-4 with 4:57 remaining first quarter.
Jason Hensley got a little anxious and went over the line. This time, number 44, Mark Phillips from the three-point land, no good.
Pass break again, 3-on-1. Pass over to Hensley. Hensley slows up, puts it up, and in again.
Jason trying to recover from that last mistake, and he does good. Number 24, down court quickly, no good.
Shelton with the rebound to Hensley. Hensley passes over to Ferguson, knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Keokee, and it is. Gate C will retain the basketball on top by 12, 16-4.
Looks to me as if Chris Shelton has come out with a vengeance tonight.
Hensley over to Morris. Morris thought about popping the three. This time he's going to pop it. And it does not fall. Rebounded by number 24 of Keokee.
Quickly, Richardson pass up court to Maggard. Maggard going to pull up over Hensley. Shot good. Keokee making a little run of it. 6 straight points. As Ferguson has it stripped away, it's off Keokee. Will be Gate City ball underneath their own goal.
This is number 10, Jimmy Maggard, or number 20, excuse me. He may be the brother of the number 30 we saw in the JV game. Willie Maggard, excuse me. Ferguson over to Morris outside the three-point line. The shot is in there again.
All alone. Moose Morris can burn you from out there, as he's shown consistently tonight. Maggard trying to penetrate. No good. As Keokee has had 4 players in long range. Number 44, that is Mark Phillips, the long jumper.
And again, Gate City fast break basketball, and that will be a blocking foul.
Arthur Ferguson goes in and tumbles, takes a hard fall, but he and the defender are both all right.
Ferguson, already playing a strong game tonight, has 4 points, looking for number 5 and number 6.
Looks like we're going to see tonight, as you said earlier, the fast break kind of game. It's going to be you score, we score, you score, we score, with some defense thrown in between. As we've seen quickly, as soon as the ball is inbounded, it's up the court as Ferguson hits the first shot.
The other Highland District teams in our league will have to beware of the Gate City fast break this year, because that is Dave Mason's strategy of basketball, is push it up the court, get it in there as quickly as you can, hustle back, play good defense, and turn it around and go again. Ferguson's second attempt coming up is good.
Keokee trying to stay in his game, not let Gate City get too far ahead. Maggard being double-teamed as he breaks away, going to drive inside. And good. Hensley tried to draw the charge, no call.
Ferguson brings it into Hensley. Hensley across the timeline for Gate City, passes to Morris. Morris going to pop it from 3 again. This time no good. Rebound comes to Pendleton, and let's see what we have. It may be on Gate City.
I think it may have been a push-off on the part of Rusty. Get the signal from the referee. Did what? Or now we're going to call it on Shelton, I believe. Chris Shelton, his first foul. Number 15, Scott Richardson bringing the ball up. Passes to Maggard. As Maggard loses the ball off his foot, picked up by Morris.
And we're going to have a foul called on number 20, Willie Maggard of Keokee.
Score 21-10, Gate City in the lead. 3:22 left to play here in the first quarter of action. Keokee trying to hang tough, but Gate City just about ready to kick in the afterburners.
Hensley now the basketball, passes to Morris. Morris out to Hensley. Hensley thought about popping it to Ferguson. Ferguson for 3. No good, and look at Moose Morris flying through the air for the tip-in.
Kevin Morris just comes soaring and uses his magical touch for 2 points. Quickly up the court, Keokee shot over Shelton is no good. Number 32 there to put the rebound in. Number 32, Ronnie Kelly, has played an impressive game thus far for Keokee.
Moose Morris now already across the timeline for Gate City. Working against number 20, Maggard. Passes inside to the Animal. Back to Morris. Morris pops it in and out. Rebounded by number 44.
Phillips up court quickly to Maggard. Maggard going to try to take it all the way. Has trouble with it. Loses it out of bounds. And it will be Gate City ball.
This Gate City defense just hustles back so quickly that you don't have a chance. Hensley across the timeline now. Passes to Morris. Morris backs up behind the three-point line. Shoots. No good. Tip in by Pendleton. No good. And Pendleton commits a reach-in foul there on number 44, Mark Phillips.
Gate City getting a little lackadaisical here in the first period. But with a 23-12 lead, you have to be aware of Keokee. You saw them hit those numbers, three-pointers in the first period. Up quickly, Maggard going to take it in the lane, around Pendleton, good. Willie Maggard is a force for Keokee tonight, and it's intercepted by Scott Richardson. He's going to bring it up, being tailed by Ferguson. Richardson pulls out, and another foul on Pendleton. Pendleton picks up 2 quick fouls. And I'm sure Coach Dave Mason has to be wondering what's happening to his team out here.
Gate City with just a 9-point lead. They looked like they was going to explode here in the first quarter and blow it open early. But this Keokee team battling back in there.
Shot by number 24, no good. And another turnover. As quickly after Richardson. Richardson goes in against Ferguson. Hook shot, no good. Morris, the rebound, has it stripped away by number 32, Kelly. And it'll be out of bounds to Gate City.
Gate City has another thought coming. If they think this Keokee team has come down here just to bow down, they have come to play basketball and doing a good job early. Ferguson will set the offense now for Gate City.
Keokee in a 2-3 zone.
Ferguson working around to the right side now. Brings it back to the top of the key. Setting up the offense. Over to Morris. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson looking for an opening. He's going to pop. No, back to Morris. Morris way out there. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Shelton. Shelton, strong move up and in.
Nobody going to stop Chris Shelton on that move. Just power. Inbounded to Maggard. Maggard crosses the half-court line on the near side. Goes on 3. Double defender. Number 32. Quickly, and rebounds Shelton.
Out to Morris quickly. 2-on-1 break. Over to Ferguson. Ferguson's shot is good.
Beautiful pass by Kevin Moose Morris. Richardson passes half court as foul going to be called on Morris. Gate City committing a couple of mental errors here. Unnecessary fouls. 2 fouls on Morris and 2 fouls on Pendleton. Coach Mason says, hey guys, come on, get your head in the ball game. And this will be a 1-1. Gate City in the penalty already. That'll put number 15, Scott Richardson, a guard, on the line. Keokee has been impressive. They've hung with Gate City thus far. Richardson will have a 1-1 situation. 1:04 left to play in the game. Richardson's first shot is good. Score is 27-15. Richardson can bring Keokee within 11 points by singing this shot. You hear the fans trying to intimidate him. It is up, no good.
Pendleton pulls the rebound down, passes to Hensley. Hensley pushing it quickly up for Gate City. Looks for Morris, thrown away there.
Phillips coming down the court and throws it away. Fans assisting the referee in the call.
Moose Morris will bring the ball inbounds now for the Blue Devils of Gate City into Hensley. Hensley across the timeline. 48 seconds remain, first quarter. Morris to Ferguson. Inside to the Animal. Knocked away there by number 24 of Keokee.
Gate City getting a little lackadaisical with his passes. There's been quite a few in the last short stretch that have been picked off.
Hensley out to Ferguson. Over to Morris behind the three-point line. The shot is up. In and out. The Animal with the rebound. One-hand shot. No good. Pulled down by number 32.
Quickly up to Richardson. Richardson up to Maggard. And Arthur Ferguson disrupts the shot.
It's a 3-on-1 break. Over to the Animal. Animal makes a strong move. Shoots short. Trip tipped there by Ferguson. It's loose. And I don't know who they're going to get here. They may call Rusty Pendleton. And I believe they're going to get Rusty Pendleton.
They do. Rusty Pendleton picks up foul number 3 with 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter of action.
This is not typical of Rusty Pendleton to get in foul trouble this early in the contest.
So Keokee in the 1-1 will have 1-1. Number 32 will be Ronnie Kelly, the center at the line. Kelly has played a good game for Keokee tonight. First shot up, no good. Hensley with the rebound.
Hensley Passes to Ferguson. Ferguson passes back to Hensley. Nice try there by the Keokee player, and Hensley loses it.
Richardson on Ferguson. He spins around Arthur, shot up, no good. Maggard with the rebound over Pendleton, shot no good. And let's see, will that be number 4 on Rusty?
No, I believe they're going to get Hensley over the back that time of Maggard. Four seconds remaining. 1-1 now for Keokee. Keokee within 12, 27-15.
They have not rolled over like Gate City thought they would. Davis once again at the line.
I'm sure Coach Mason will have some choice words for the players when they come over during the break between the first and second quarter.
Shot missed. Shelton Fierce rebound. And he is fouled by number 24, Jimmy Woodard. I don't think that'll be a 1-1. 1 second left to play in the period. So this one ought to be a heave-ho down court.
To Hensley. Hensley's shot at the buzzer is off the front of the rim. So at the end of one quarter of basketball, Gacy on top, 27-15. We're going to take a break by telling you you are watching Blue Devil basketball right here on Scott County Cablevision, Channel 30. End of one quarter complete play. Gacy on top by 27-15. Hensley with the ball now for Gacy across the timeline. Jason passes over to Arthur Ferguson to Moose Morris. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson over to Morris, who's going to pop the three. Give it to him.
Moose Morris, that is, I think, his 4th three-pointer of the night. Excellent job. Keokee moving the ball up court quickly. Davis into Maggard in the lane. Maggard going to drive. Shot rejected by Chris Shelton and saved into Maggard by Jason Hensley. Maggard for 3. Boom! Home run shot by Maggard.
Morris quickly up court now for Gate City. Working one-on-one. Shoots. It doesn't fall. Shelton there on the rebound. Puts it up and in.
Chris Shelton wide open. Quickly, Maggard up court being double teamed now by Gate City on the far side. And over to Davis. And he throws it out of bounds. It'll be Gate City ball.
Gate City on top, 32-18, 7:13 remaining in the first half of action. Arthur Ferguson bringing the basketball up court now for Gate City. Ferguson passes over to Morris, over to Ferguson. They're trying to oscillate. Morris for the three-pointer. This time Ferguson burns the three.
Everybody's getting in the act. All the guards, Gate City tonight, hitting from long range. As Gate City applying the defensive pressure, number 24. Goes in, shot no good. Rebound Pendleton.
Pendleton quickly out here to Ferguson. Ferguson 2-on-1 break. Passes over to Morris. Morris's layup is good.
Great court vision by Arthur Ferguson to see Morris coming up on his left. Keokee passed up to Richardson. Richardson has the ball knocked out of bounds off of Rusty Pendleton. It'll be Keokee ball.
Morris
left to play.
Morris already with 3 three-pointers in the game, and it looks like Ferguson has one.
Woodard turnaround jump shot short. Ferguson quickly up to Morris.
Morris takes it up, and 2 more for Morris.
Kevin Morris exploding tonight.
There you see why he's an all-state prospect.
Quickly up court, number 24, Woodard. Down into Phillips. Excuse me, number 44 has it blocked by Shelton, but they're going to call the foul on Chris Shelton. Into the game comes a whole new team for Gate City. We'll have number...
It looks like Brian McDavid.
Number 30, number 40, Tony Bellamy, number 42, Josh Collins, number 44, Chris Potts, and number 34, Kelly Spivey. Number 44 will be Mark Phillips at the line. Phillips shot good. Phillips a threat from long range. He can hit the three-point shots.
39-19 to score.
Phillips' second shot, no good. But there for the rebound is Richardson. Richardson's second shot, no good. And Potts with a fierce rebound.
Potts passes over to Brian McDavid. McDavid across the timeline down to Collins. Collins looking for an opening, finds over here Potts. Potts going to burn a long one. In and out, rebound there by number 20, Maggard. Quickly down here.
To Richardson, and oh my, elbow thrown by number 24, Woodard. Not intentional, just going for the ball. And Gate City will, no, they're going to call it on, well, let's see. Okay, they're going to call it on Keokee. And this will be a 1-1 for Gate City. See who they put on the line. Should be Chris Potts, and indeed it will be.
Potts was a good player last year for the championship JV team. Chris this year, I believe, is a junior.
Many players that are on Coach Dave Mason's bench were on the championship junior varsity team last year, so by no means they're bringing up inexperienced players. Good quality on that bench.
Potts at the line, eyes a goal, shoots. Give it to him. He has a second attempt coming up.
.554 left to play.
Potts' second attempt is good also.
Keokee bringing the ball up court quickly, passes to Maggard. Maggard being guarded by McDavid. McDavid very quick. Maggard in the lane, shot. Oh, good shot by Maggard. He's been impressive tonight for Keokee.
Brian McDavid up the court now for Gate City. McDavid to Potts to Spivey, knocked away from him by Maggard.
Maggard going up around Devil players, has it knocked away. Chris Potts come up with it. And struggle for the ball on McDavid.
McDavid quickly up the court now for Gate City. Tried to pass it off, knocked away. Bellamy up with a shot, in and out. Tough break for Bellamy. Bellamy gets his rebound, puts it up and in.
Tony Bellamy, great off the bench player. Gives Gate City his 43rd point. Number 20, Maggard from three. Boom! Willie Maggard has kept Keokee in this game.
It's like a two-handed set shot that Maggard throws up from the three-point line. Collins going to try it himself. Short, rebounded by McDavid. McDavid's one-hander is no good, but he draws the foul.
Interesting defense Keokee has come up with. They're playing a box and one, trying to isolate the big man for Gate City. But Gate City, with the good outside shooting, has enough pinpoint accuracy to bust the zone up.
Brian McDavid will be at the line now for two attempts. McDavid, a pretty good foul shooter. The shot is up and good.
It's one thing a coach loves to hear is the sound of that net popping.
44-24 the score now. McDavid with his second opportunity. And count it also.
So Keokee now coming out of the court. Number 20, Willie Maggard has been impressive for Keokee tonight, being guarded by McDavid. Passing over to number 32. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Maggard. Maggard turnaround jump shot over Bellamy, almost. Number 42, shot good. Number 42 is, we don't have a list. I think he played on the junior varsity as he was brought up.
Josh Collins over to Brian McDavid, back to Collins. Inside to Spivey, couldn't handle it. Bellamy up with the ball and in.
Tony Bellamy in the right place at the right time, picks it up and says lollipop. Now number 15, Richardson for three. It is no good. Rebound, Brian McDavid.
McDavid pushing it for Gate City. Down here for Chris Potts. Potts took a step and traveled.
When you get on that fast break, you have so much adrenaline pumping. Oftentimes it's hard to control the body as you're going in for a shot like that. And case in point, you saw Chris Potts there. 4:05 left to play in the half. Gate City up 47-26. Number 24 inside, 2:15, Richardson. Richardson shot no good. Bellamy comes down.
And McDavid off the leg of the official, pulls up for the jump shot. No good. Rebound, fall far and pulled down there by number 42.
Blickey to Richardson. Richardson to Maggard. Maggerson is fouled by Kelly Spivey.
So Herman Spivey getting into the act. Maggard will be at the line for Keokee. Gate City on top by a pretty hefty margin, 47-26, I believe.
Got 3:46 left to play before halftime. Willie's first shot is up and good. Willie Maggard has been impressive for Keokee tonight.
Both Maggards we have seen on the court tonight has looked really good for Keokee.
Basketball talent running good in that family. Second shot, good.
Josh Collins now with the basketball for the Blue Devils. Brings it across the timeline. Over to McDavid. McDavid working around the horn. Passes over to Potts. Potts inside to Spivey. Spivey's turnaround jump shot is in and out. Tough break, and Bellamy tips it up, and it rolls in.
Tony Bellamy showing you why he was so impressive off the bench the other night at Castlewood. Now Keokee back up court. Maggard being guarded by McDavid. Maggard trying to drive inside in the lane. Going to put the layup blocked by Potts. And down with the ball picked up by number 32 for Keokee, and going to count the basket. Blocking foul called on number 44 for Gate City, Chris Potts.
Tony Bellamy has come off the bench tonight, PJ, and scored 6 points in around a minute and a half, so he is playing superb again tonight.
As are all the reserves. This is the second string, and we still have more players to come from the bench for Gate City. Number 32, Ronnie Kelly, the center for this Keokee squad, at the line, sinks the foul shot.
Herman Spivey brings it in to Potts, over to McDavid, the guard for Gate City. McDavid passes to Potts. Potts lobs inside for Spivey. Spivey passes to Collins. Collins lost control momentarily, picks it up, shoots, picked up by Bellamy, and in again.
Tony Bellamy, awesome in the middle, as he is just going around picking up loose balls and sinking the key shot. Manger passing over to Richardson. Richardson to number 32 on a cut. No good. Bellamy starting with the rebound. Number 42 goes over to shot, but he is fouled by Tony Bellamy.
Bellamy proving that he is human after all.
And in comes a trio. These are just right now. Everyone on the Blue Devil varsity has gotten into the ball game.
We've got Beef Reed in there now.
Steve Beef Reed, number 52, is in there as number 10, Kevin Williams, and number 22, Gary Watson.
Gary Watson, a transfer player from West Virginia, has really helped add some height to the Gate City team this year. Coach Dave Mason has high hopes for him, says he's improving daily.
That first shot by number 42 is missed. That is Caudle. Second shot, good. So interesting to see what this lineup can do for Coach Dave Mason.
Kevin Williams with the basketball now for Gate City across the timeline. Setting up the offense. Inside to Bellamy. Bellamy's jump shot. Count it.
Tony Bellamy, dangerous inside or outside, working his magic all over the court tonight. Richardson on the far side, past the half-court line, going to drive. Puts the shot up out the side of the backboard. Caudle, turnaround hook shot, no good. Rebound, Watson.
Watson does a nice job of dribbling it out of there and slapped out of bounds by Keokee.
Good defense by Scott Richardson there.
Kevin Williams will trigger the ball inbounds now for Gate City. Tony Bellamy awaits the pass. Bellamy back to Williams, the point guard for Gate City. 2:09 remaining. Gate City on top by a huge margin. Over to Bellamy. Bellamy back to Williams. Williams puts a move on. Passes inside to Beef Reed. Reed's shot is short. Rebounded by Bellamy. Count it again.
1:57 left to play before halftime. Gate City 55 points already in the game. Look for 100 before the night's over. Number 32, Kelly, has it stolen by Collins.
Collins, one-on-one, takes it up and in.
Everyone playing key roles. Ball is thrown down court, recovered by Gary Watson.
Over to Kevin Williams. Williams across the timeline now for Gate City. Passes to Collins. Collins looking for the shot. Puts it up. In and out. Rebound comes back to Kevin Williams. Williams passes over to Collins outside the three-point line. Collins drives in, shoots. Rolls off. Rebounded by Watson. Watson fakes, shoots. Count it.
Gary Watson has looked impressive off the bench for Gate City as he scores two.
1:15 remaining in the half.
Number 46 for Keokee over to Phillips. Phillips from long range, short, and rebounds Tony Bellamy.
Bellamy on the fast break now. 3-on-2, Bellamy. Oh, nice move there, up and in.
Tony Bellamy, shake him and bake him, as he said.
14 points already for Bellamy.
Great defense there by Josh Collins, as he just forced the dribbler to, they're going to call a foul on Collins.
Well, one calls traveling, one calls a foul, so we'll see what stands. And it looks like it's going to be a foul. 61-32 the score in the first half already, and it's 61 points.
Number 15, that is Scott Richardson, misses the shot. Rebound, Tony Bellamy.
Bellamy to Kevin Williams. 50 seconds remain first half. Williams across the timeline. Works a one-on-one there. Nice job there inside to Watson. Watson, strong move, shoots, and it almost falls there, and Watson will go to the line for two shots.
Coach Dave Mason, Gary Watson is improving in his practice daily, and Watson has really come out, and he has played hard for Dave Mason tonight, getting some good rebounds, good position on the inside, and there Watson showing you he can take it to the hoop.
Watson eyes the goal, shoots in there for Watson's third point of the game. Gary with a second attempt coming up. Watson's second attempt is also good.
Showing good technique on his free throw shooting. Quickly inbounds, number 32, Kelly, up to 15, Richardson. Richardson going to go around the horn. And almost stolen away by Williams. And also Steve B. Fareed out there with him. Richardson off to number 45, long shot, no good. Watson struggles to rebound, gets it for Gate City.
Watson doing a nice job out there tonight. Williams with the basketball, 25 seconds remaining first half. Williams, wide open three-point shot if he wants it. Collins over to Bellamy. Bellamy back to Collins. Collins is three. Off the side of the rim, rebounded by number 45.
Quickly up court, Williams tries to save it. No good. Going to be a foul called on Williams before the shot. Kevin Williams, a junior, brought up to the varsity from the junior varsity squad that won the championship last year. Very effective guard, good both defensively and offensively. Has a lot of skill at that position, and look for him to be a regular next year. Number 15, that is Scott Richardson, first shot good. Richardson, a guard for Keokee, has been one of the reasons Keokee has been able to hang, at least stay within a little semblance of the game. This has been a sort of fast break game as Coach Mason has got his subs in now. Richardson hits the second shot. Stolen away by number 32, Kelly, and he converts.
Williams with the basketball now, 10 seconds remaining in a half. Williams over to Collins. Collins to Bellamy. Bellamy from three-point range. Ooh, he almost had that one.
Richardson quickly down the court. 1 second, shot up and no good.
So at the end of the first half of action, Gate City on top 63-36. And we're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll return by telling you that you're watching Blue Devil basketball here on Scott County Cablevision TV. Leading the way for Gate City with 16. Tony Bellamy coming off the bench in the second quarter has 14 points. The next scorer is Arthur Ferguson with 11. Chris Shelton with 6. Jason Hensley with 6. Brian McDavid has 2. Josh Collins 2. Gary Watson playing impressive off the bench with 4. And Chris Potts has 2. Gate City will put their starting 5 back on the court to start the third quarter of action.
Dave Mason used his bench well to give his starters a rest, and they came through for him, providing some good quality minutes of basketball. To get in the second half, Keokee will be inbounding the ball. Number 20 will be Maggard. Willie Maggard, impressive for Keokee in the first half. Excellent ball. He kept them in the thick of it. Pass down to Phillips, back to Maggard, and he's going to toss it around to Richardson. Richardson to Kelly. Kelly the center, back out to Maggard. Maggard at the three-point line being guarded by Morris. Maggard calling out a new play. Spinning around Ferguson to his left to Richardson. Richardson inside to number 24. 24 has the ball, puts it up good. That is Jimmy Woodard.
Jason Hensley brings the basketball inbounds now to Arthur Ferguson. Ferguson running the offense for tonight for Gate City. Passes over to Moose Morris. Morris with a 3. Count it.
Kevin Morris again bombing from outside. Puts Gate City ahead 66-39. Maggard to inside. Number 2, Phillips. Phillips missed the easy shot. Number 24 there to put the tip in, Jimmy Woodard.
Woodard playing a superb game tonight for Keokee. Ferguson across the timeline, passes over to Hensley. Hensley fakes inside to Pendleton. Pendleton's turnaround jumper is good.
You get Rusty Pendleton down there on the baseline, he will burn you almost every time. Maggard leads the Keokee offense up past the half-court line. He is being guarded by Morris. Spins to his left. Now on the sideline, tries to get past Morris, coming back right. Stops at the foul line, pulls back. Richardson inside to number 34, Kelly. Kelly turnaround shot, no good. Tipped out to Hensley.
Hensley, nice bounce pass to Morris. Morris' shot is good.
Good job of Kevin Morris to evade the 2 defenders. Mountaineer offense once again struggling up the court. Gate City not applying the upper court pressure as it was earlier in the game. Number 24 is going to take the shot over Shelton, no good. Shelton to rebound.
Passes out here to Morris. Morris with a 3-on-2. Morris puts a move on, shoots. No good, rebounded by number 24.
Maggard coming down the court. Got a 2-on-2. Maggard blows by Hensley. And Phillips with the rebound shot, good off the backboard.
Gate City on top 70-42. Hensley across the timeline. Over to Ferguson. Ferguson. Bounce pass into Shelton. Shelton pushes hard, puts it up and in.
Chris Shelton has just shown mountains of improvement this year. There you saw the good move by Shelton inside. 5:33 left to play in this quarter. Gate City with a sizable lead. Maggard going to drive inside. As it's stripped away by Ferguson, will be off of Maggard with Gate City ball.
Number 32, Jason Hensley, will trigger the ball inbounds now for Gate City into Arthur Ferguson. Ferguson across the timeline. Inside to Pendleton. Pendleton shoots. The bucket will not count, and he did draw a foul that time from number 32, Ronnie Kelly of Keokee. Pendleton will go to the line looking for his third and fourth point of the game, excuse me.
Rusty got into foul trouble a little early, and really this season he played a good game the other night against Castlewood. Still, I think, feeling the effects of football, shaking it off, but he's slowly but surely getting back at his true Rusty Pendleton basketball form. This is the first foul shot. We'll have one more.
If Gate City's playing this way early in the season, imagine by mid-season when everyone gets into the groove, what this team is going to be able to do. Morris skies for the rebound, gets it, turnaround jump shot, hangs in the air, puts it in.
And number 44, Mark Phillips, actually blocked the shot. Number 32, that is Kelly, dribbling down like a guard, tipped away. Number 20, Maggard, threes it and puts it in for two.
Pendleton quickly to Ferguson. Ferguson with a 2-on-3. Ferguson pulls up for the jump shot. Count it.
Arthur Ferguson showing he can stop and pop. Puts two on the board for Gate City. Gate City with 76 points now. Number 15, Richardson, deals off to number 24. Quickly to Kelly. Kelly to Phillips on the corner of the box. Phillips going to shoot at the foul line. It bounces in.
Keokee shooting a pretty good percentage here in the second half. Hensley puts a move on, takes it up. And no good, rebounded by number 24.
Out to Maggard. Maggard, quick pass up to Richardson. Richardson darting down the court. He changes hands and puts it in.
Morris quickly across the timeline for Gate City. Puts a move on. Left-handed jumper is no good. Technical. Let's see what's going to happen here. 1-4 technical. We don't understand what for.
I think it was grabbing the rim. Number 15, that would be Scott Richardson, reached up and grabbed the rim. Automatic technical. Good call by the referee.
Moose Moores at the line will be shooting two.
Stripped by Morris. He'll have another one coming up. In basketball, it is a technical foul to reach up and grab the net or the rim. The referee quickly caught that one. Second shot by Morris. The eyes the goal. Up and no good.
Morris with 24 points on the night. He's getting very close to that 1,000-point plateau in his high school career. If he reaches that, he'll be the second player this year for Gate City to do so. Lisa Carter already has reached that milestone in girls basketball. Hensley passes over to Ferguson. Ferguson over to Hensley. Hensley's going to pop a three. Short. The rebound comes down to Pendleton. Pendleton up strong. Up. No good. Shelton keeping it alive and finally pulled down, and a foul on Moose Morris.
Jimmy Woodard showing he can get physical with the Gate City players down there as he grabbed the ball and was fouled. He'll be doing the inbounding chores. 4 minutes exactly left to play. Score 48-77. Gate City in the lead. Maggard spinning off Morris. 3-point line. Sets his offense up. Calls out play number one. Spins past Morris. Kicks it off to Richardson. Stolen by Ferguson. Long pass down the court to Morris.
Morris is going to have an easy one. Up and in for two.
79-48 now. As 3 minutes left to play in the game. Gate City well in range of hitting the 100 mark. It'll be both the JV and the varsity. Picked up by Woodard. Woodard going to take the shot. Is no good. Rebound tip there for number 44, Mark Phillips, a forward.
Hensley across the timeline, passes to Morris. Morris is going to pop a long-range jumper short. Pendleton tips it back up. No good. Rebounded by number 24.
Woodard, quick pass down court to Maggard. Maggard saves it in to one of his players. Back to Maggard. Maggard from three. No good. Phillips there. He puts the shot up. No good. Again, another shot. Phillips, another shot. It finally makes it 4 shots for Keokee, but they finally get the ball down.
Hensley down here quickly to Ferguson. Ferguson pulls up for the jumper. Count it for Ferguson.
Ferguson, maybe at his deadliest when he can stop and put that short jumper in. This time it'll be Richardson over to Maggard. Maggard being patient, very patient with the Keokee offense. Inside, Phillips going to try to drive on Shelton. Back out to Richardson. Richardson for three. His shot no good, but a foul. Let's see who it's called on.
1-2. That will be Arthur Ferguson.
Arthur Ferguson. And this will be a two-shot foul. Scott Richardson at the line. 2:30 left to play in this third quarter of action.
Shot is up and in there by number 15 of Keokee, Scott Richardson.
Really, we've had several good performances by Keokee players, but just nothing as a team. They just have been totally unable to mesh tonight.
Pendleton brings the ball in now for Gate City to Ferguson. Ferguson across the timeline for Gate City. Passes down here in the corner to Hensley, to Shelton on the cut. Ferguson with some nice hustle over to Pendleton. Pendleton up, no good, rebounded by Morris. Morris is hammered in there by number 32 of Keokee.
Ronnie Kelly, the center, picking up the foul. Kevin Morris, probably the player of Gate City you do not want to put on the line.
They're going to call that on number 24. That will be Jimmy Woodard of Keokee, as Dave Mason of Gate City sends in Herman Spivey, or Kelly Spivey is his real name. We won't call him Herman. Josh Collins and Tony Bellamy.
Brian McDavid also checking into the game. Coach Mason giving everyone a chance to play tonight. And you hear the mighty roar of Tim Broadwater. And a big hand from the fans as Arthur Collins. Morrison three. Swish. Such a pretty shot. 84 the point total for Gate City. 2:10 left to play. Maggard. Richardson from three. No. Morris the rebound.
Morris pushing it up quickly. 5-on-1 break now for Gate City. Down here to Spivey. Spivey's going to shoot it. No good. McDavid on the rebound, and he is hammered in there by number 24.
Into the game comes Chris Potts, number 44, replacing Morris. But Brian McDavid is such a deceptive player. You look at him on the court, you may think, well, he's kind of slow, but he has such quick moves, he can burn you at any minute.
Morris with 29 points on the night. Good outing for him again.
Morris with 28 last time and 29 tonight.
Right. And McDavid is looking for his third point of the night. Give it to him as string music is played in Gate City.
Now into the game is Cottle for Keokee, replacing number 24, Woodard. Cottle played on the JV and was brought up for this varsity game. Must remember, Keokee is a single-A school, so they really are outmanned by Gate City, but they have hung tough.
Bellamy almost got another rebound there.
Richardson coming down the court, 2-on-1 fast break. Richardson going to take it, misses the shot. Rebound comes down, it will go to Gate City, out of bounds.
Chris Potts will bring the ball in now for Gate City into Brian McDavid. 1:48 remaining in the third quarter. McDavid passes over to Collins. Collins cross-court pass to Potts. Potts inside to Bellamy. Bellamy shoots, blocked there by number 42, Caldwell, I believe is his name. Cottle, excuse me.
Good pass by Chris Potts.
Bellamy triggers it into Josh Collins. Collins back out to McDavid, over to Potts. Potts want to shoot it. Rebound tipped up by Bellamy. Bellamy still fighting for it. Out of bounds to Keokee.
Gate City always having some rebounders in there to at least stay competitive. Richardson will get back to Maggard. Willie Maggard has been relatively quiet here in the second half, but he has been strong for Keokee all night. Being hounded by McDavid. Over to Richardson. Richardson has Potts in his face. Richardson going to try to drive along the baseline. Dishes in. Ball will fall out of bounds off of a Gate City player. 1:09 left to play in the third quarter of action. Inside to Phillips. Phillips gets Bellamy in the air. Phillips shot up, no good. Foul will be called on Tony Bellamy, I believe.
That will be number 2 on Tony. Gate City within 15 points of 100. I'm almost sure that they're going to get that.
1:07 in the third period, and you got a whole another quarter left to go. Maybe we should shoot for 125?
Well, you never can tell with this explosive bunch of boys on the court for Gate City. The thing that's interesting is everyone was talking about how much the Gate City would miss music this year. Well, that has not been the case.
There have been several players come out and take up the slack for calming music.
McDavid now across the timeline for Gate City. Works over to Collins. Collins drives, shoots, short, Rebound tipped out to Richardson.
Richardson going down court. This is over to Maggard. Maggard gets Herman up in the air and hits it.
Spivey triggers the ball into Josh Collins. 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Collins over to Potts. Potts stripped away there inside to Bellamy. Bellamy turnaround jump shot is good.
If you've never seen Tony Bellamy play basketball before, you're in for a treat as he plays it the way a good brand of basketball, physical. 15, Richardson, good with a running layup.
Collins now triggers into McDavid. 25 seconds remaining in the third period. McDavid passes over to Collins. Collins into Spivey, knocked off his hands, out of bounds to Keokee.
Tough pass for Kelly Spivey to handle. Has been knocked away off and then deflect off Spivey's hands. Number 44 will be triggering the ball in. 13 seconds, 12. Keokee going to play for the last shot. Calling out the offensive signals. McDavid on Maggard. They run a screen over to Richardson in the corner, or Phillips, long shot, no good. Collins at the buzzer does not get it off.
That will be the end of the third quarter of action. So at the end of three complete, Gate City on top, 87-60. We will take a break by reminding you, you are watching Blue Devil basketball, right? Gate City 87, Keokee 60. We have another game here tomorrow night against Twin Springs, and I'm sure our Blue Devils will be out in force again tomorrow night.
I want everyone to come out for that one, as this is going to be a great county showdown.
McDavid to Potts, to Bellamy. Bellamy is going to pop the three. Give it to him.
Tony Bellamy's showing you can shake and bake it inside or outside, no matter where. Maggard down court with the ball. Looking inside. Keokee's been shut down from the inside all night. Number 32, Kelly, falls down inside to Phillips. Shot up no good, but there will be a foul.
Looks like Brian McDavid will be the guilty party on that one.
Gate City up to 90 now.
7:38 remaining. PJ, it's almost automatic that Gate City will reach the 100-point plateau here. They did it, I think, 2 or 3 times last year.
I remember last year when they began the season, they reached it against Rye Cove, and that was really the setting for the rest of the season was a scorching offense. And this year, I think Gate City's defense has really come along good. Number 20, William Maggard, hits the first shot, and he'll be shooting the next one. Up and good.
Spivey triggers into McDavid, quickly down here to Collins. Collins spins, shoots. No good, rebounded by number 44.
That is Phillips. Phillips, long pass up court, stolen by Spivey.
Spivey over to Potts. Potts cross timeline to Collins. Collins to Spivey on the break. Shot is up, no good. Tony Bellamy fighting for it, tips it up and in.
What can you say? Tony Bellamy putting on a show tonight. Keokee brings the ball across the half-court line. Down in the corner is Phillips. Back to Maggard. Maggard has been relatively quiet in the second half. Cottle against Collins. Cottle hits the shot over Collins.
Spivey inbounds to McDavid for Gate City. McDavid across the timeline. Passes to Potts over to Bellamy. Bellamy's going to pop the three again. Give it to him. 24 points on the night for Tony Bellamy.
He's putting on a show, and he is impressing everybody here. Maggard going to drive in, and shot is missed. Bellamy with the rebound.
Gets it out to Collins. Collins pushing up court quickly for Gate City. Passes down to McDavid. McDavid shoots, and he is hammered by number 32 of Keokee.
McDavid going to the line now. Going to call on number 42, Cottle, off the junior varsity. You got to have respect for Cottle. He got through playing almost complete junior varsity game. Comes up now, he's playing most of the varsity game. So good endurance for the young man.
McDavid now will be shooting, looking for his 4th point of the night. And you can give it that to him. McDavid will step back at the line, 96-64 it looks like the score now.
6:31 left to play in this contest.
McDavid shoots, bang.
Keokee once again marks up the floor. This time McDavid putting a little bit of pressure on Maggard. Gate City playing a man-to-man defense. Maggard looking inside and over-exerts the pass. And in comes Steve Beef Reed, Gary Watson, and Kevin Williams. Out goes Byron McDavid, Kelly Spivey, and Chris Potts.
They're going to leave Bellamy in there. They're going to let him just put the points on the board tonight. Williams now for Gate City. Across the timeline. Setting up the offense. Passes to Watson. Watson to Williams. Williams for 3. Count it. And that's the 100-point right there.
100. Gate City's done it 2 in a row. Maggard from 3. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds to Gate City.
Josh Collins will turn the ball in now for Gate City to Williams. Keokee putting on a full-court press here. Collins with the ball. Nice move there. Passes down here in the corner for Bellamy. Bellamy thought about the 3. Inside to Watson. Watson, 2.
Gary Watson, what a job he's done off the bench tonight. Keokee has just been unable to solve this Gate City riddle. Gate City going back to the man-to-man defense. Pick, now Maggard on a mismatch with Reed. Maggard goes underneath and misses the easy shot. And who's there? Gary Watson for the rebound.
Watson with a pass that was a little bit too hard for Williams to control. Off the hands of Williams to Keokee.
Gary Watson is a junior, so he has another year left, and he's really, really improving as the season is progressing.
I'm sure he'll be counted on next year to replace the shoes of Christy Animal Shelton.
Richardson trying to get past Williams. Williams knocks it away, but a foul going to be called on Kevin Williams, number 10 for Gate City. And that will send number 15 Richardson to the line, I believe. Or, excuse me, number 20 Maggard. Willie Maggard of Keokee. No, they're going to change it again. Scott Richardson now will be at the line, sitting at 1-1. 5:31 left to play in the contest now. The contest has been all Gate City. First shot is good as he pops the nets.
If I was a college scout and I was looking for someone to hustle on a team, I'd have to consider this Tony Bellamy.
Outstanding. He gives it 120%. Second shot is good.
Bellamy triggers into Josh Collins, who will bring it across the timeline down to Watson. Watson's going to pop it. Give him 2 more.
The thing I'm impressed with Gate City, they can hit it from either inside or outside. Cottle bringing up for Keokee at the 3-point line. Going to try to drive past Collins. Puts the shot up. It is good over Collins and Reed.
Collins brings it into Williams. 104-66 to score. Gate City on top. 5:08 remaining. Williams to Collins to Bellamy. Bellamy open again. 3 more. You might as well give it to him. No, this time he misses.
Rebound with Ronnie Kelly trying to bring it up court to center. Pass over to Richardson. Richardson shot blocked by Tony Bellamy. Cottle misses the shot. Let's see what the call is. Foul on number 52, Steve Beef Reed for Gate City. But Tony Bellamy there with the beautiful block.
Bellamy kicked it in the 5th gear that time and came powering up the court and just took off from the foul line and blocked the shot. A foul was committed by Steve the Beef Reed.
I think now we know what the beef is. Terrible. I'm sorry about that. I just had to throw that one in.
This has been it's been a Gate City game from the start. It's been really fun to cover as number 20, Maggard, puts it in there. Keokee has nothing to be ashamed of. They've put 68 points on the board here tonight at Gate City against a good Gate City defense.
And you've got to remember, this Gate City team is the one who defeated Castlewood, probably as the second shot hit on Maggard, probably their closest competition. As timeout is called by Keokee.
And while we have a timeout on the court, we're going to take a break here by telling you you're watching Scott County Cablevision on Channel 30. Bellamy has taken a seat for the night, I guess, because he's really put on a show here tonight. McDavid with a 3, no good. The Beef tips the ball, rebounded by Potts. Potts puts a fake on, shoots, and he is hammered. Potts will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul was on number 25, Jim Taylor of Keokee, as the Keokee coach also goes to his bench, realized he might as well get his subs some playing time also. Chris Potts will be at the line. Potts, a member of that championship JV team last year, so he knows where the glory is. First shot missed by Potts. We'll have one more. 4:40 left to play in this game, but all Gate City.
11 Gate City.